who he shot. You gotta worry about what drugs he's selling, when you gonna have to tuck it, and where you gonna tuck it at when the police pull you over. Like, is he coming home tonight? Like, it's a lot of shit you have to worry about.
And she said, what? And I used to think that women didn't think this way. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Ruling Class Podcast. I'm your host, Didi, of course. And yo, it's good to see y'all again, YouTube. I know it's been a while. I've had a lot going on in my life, but I'm back. I know it's been a while since y'all seen my face too. You know, I know this is the first time y'all seen my face in a long time because I've been doing the new series, which is called the More Than a Coincidence series. Which, by the way, I'm starting a new series, and this will be the very first episode of the new series, and it is called I Used to Think. This series is called I Used to Think because there's a lot of things that I've learned in my life in the last few years that I'm just baffled about. And this video right here won't be quite about feminism. Feminism will be a great deal of my videos here going forward. Not all of them. But this video right here is going to be about, I mean, you've seen the title. It's called Dating a Hood Dude. So before we get into the video, I'm just ask y'all, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the beginning of October. It's a crazy goal. I understand that, but I really want to get there, but I need your help to do it. So if you can hit that like button, if you can hit that subscribe button, if you can comment on the video, if you can share the video, I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, yo, let's get into the video.
It's a lot of you just gotta know how to move. You gotta know when to be where at the right times. You gotta know what that nigga into. Dealing with a hood nigga one-on-one. That's what we gonna name this video. Hood nigga one-on-one. Ow. So look, I had to come to y'all and give y'all this video because this is a highly needed video. You have to be built for this, okay? Because everybody isn't built for this. So with that being said, today's video, y'all. Today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the hood nigga, okay? First and foremost, let's just say I've had my fair share. Okay, something that's thrilling and thrill-seeking, and it's just like something in my eye. Did I get it? And we back. I can definitely say it's fun. You know, it's not boring because, to be honest, those regular guys. I'm not gonna say regular guy. Maybe is that a wrong choice of words? I think that's the wrong choice of words. They're boring, for real. It's just like there's nothing about them. But the hood niggas, you gotta worry.
Okay, let's go ahead and just stop it there. Before we even go any further, let's go ahead and address this because this is one thing that I used to think. I used to think that women wanted men who were either doing better than them, or I used to think that women wanted men who were doing something similar to them. So allow me to explain. So in school, for example, I used to think that like the smartest girls in school wanted another guy that was also smart. Now, obviously, they want an attractive guy as well. They don't want him to be timid and weak. But I used to think that. I used to think that they want a guy who's also on like the same type of tip and have the same similarities as them. Wrong. As many of you who are probably watching this video already, you probably know that this is not the case at all. That's not what women want. In fact, women a lot of times, so I'll use this as an example. So about 2 weekends ago, I just recently went to my high school graduation. And I won't say her name, but there's a girl in my class who was one of the top students in the class. She graduated at the top of the class. She was very smart. She's known for that. And I seen a friend while I was in my hometown, and he asked me, he said, yo, how is such and such doing? And I was like, oh, man, she's doing well. Like, man, I saw her last night because we had like a 2-day event for our class reunion. He said, man, did you see her? I said, yeah, I saw her yesterday, and I'm going to see her again tomorrow. And he was like, man, well, you know, she used to date me. And this blew my mind because I actually forgot that she used to date this guy. And this guy was like a street dude. He was a street dude. And I actually forgot about that because I remember thinking in high school, why? It's not that I was jealous, it's just that I was confused. I didn't quite understand. You know, so this video right here is what I'm waiting on. I'm just waiting to hear something that can educate me. Somebody make sense of this to me. And I think she's going to be able to make sense of it today. Hopefully. But let's see.
About criminal records, who he shot. You gotta worry about what drugs he selling, when you gonna have to tuck it, and where you gonna tuck it at when the police pull you over. Like, is he coming home tonight? Like, it's a lot of shit you have to worry about. Definitely want to ride you around their car. They want to come pick you up. They want to take back streets that they never took before in the passenger side seat. You know, you pull up in the whip. You feel what I'm saying? He take you around the hood. He just taking this way because you in the car. And he trying to figure out who outside that can see you in the car with him. Yeah. All that good shit. You feel me? All that good shit. And to be honest, some of them be busted. Lord. With this pack hair. Anyhow. And next, the money.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Just real quick. Okay, so this right here is what confuses me about not all women. I'm not going to ever say that this is all women, but this is a lot of women. And I wasn't going to make a reaction to this video, but I decided to start this I used to think video series with this video because I have realized over the years that there are a lot of women that think this way. There are a lot of women that feel this way. She just has the balls to actually say it out loud. So let's go ahead and address this. So first of all, she just spoke about the thrill, right? The thrill. And so the first thing I want to talk about is how it's very underestimated how love and the lust for something, whichever one you choose to use, is just as much a drug as cocaine is, just as much a drug as over-the-counter prescriptions are. Why is that? Why do I say that? I said it because if you look at the percentages, and you have a lot of women today, not all of them, but a lot of women today who will make statements like, there are no good men left. You have a lot of women today who will make statements like, why are all men the same? Why are all men the same? And this blows my mind. I'll answer that question for you. Because you have women like this, a lot of women, this has been proven within, I shouldn't use the word proven. This has been shown many times over through research that a lot of women are attracted to quote unquote men with the thrill. But I'm going to tell you what's wrong with this. So there's nothing wrong with wanting a thrill, wanting more excitement in your life. Absolutely. I 100% agree. But there's a difference between having a thrill and being dangerous. There's a difference between having a thrill and a person being detrimental. Not all women, but a lot of women want children. A lot of women want families. So can somebody explain to me why it is that women, because I used to think like, wouldn't a woman want a man who is a great role model for her children? Wouldn't a woman want a man who is a great father to their children? Now, I'm not saying just because somebody's selling drugs for a living makes them a bad father. But I am going to say this. You can't be a great role model if you're living a legal lifestyle. You can't. You can paint it to me however you want. You can't be a great father, or it's very difficult to be a great father when you're doing things like keeping it tucked and having to worry about his ops and dodging the cops and the police. What? Don't you want a family? Don't you want children? A lot of women want men like that, and then have the nerve after they've dated 7, because she said like she's dated quite a few already. So you've dated 6 men who are all drug dealers. Okay. And when all of them screw you over because they're living a fast life, when all of them screw you over because they have options, right? You're going to say and result that with all men are the same. How that work? Can somebody explain it to me? How that work?
Especially if he a drug dealer. up there getting that coin. You feel me? Up here where my bunny is. The at the tippy. Okay, cause he got that coin. Ching. But then again, some of these hood niggas be broke. Bit broke. Like, nigga, fuck you sold all your damn money. Staying with their homeboys and shit. Like, that's the hood nigga that you don't want, sis. I want the top level hood nigga. I don't want these little mediocre hood niggas still want to shoot them up, bang bang, and rob. What's number 3? You're definitely gonna.
This is what I'm talking about, the contradictions. So can somebody explain to me what she means? So the first thing she said, one of the first things she mentioned was that she wants a man, she would like to date a drug dealer because of the thrill, right? The suspense of riding in the car and, you know, having to tuck the heat or tuck the gun or tuck the pistol or and having to worry about police and knowing how to drive and worry about people trying to shoot him. Who? That's what you want to experience. So explain this to me. How do you make a statement like that and then follow it up just now with saying you don't want a man who's still trying to be in the streets or bang bang shoot him out? That's a contradiction. You just said you don't want that. But early in the video you said that you did.
I have to deal with these other females coming, talking, just all that. You're gonna have to definitely deal with that. I still got just till this day calling my phone private, pretending to be somebody. Like, girl, get your life. The infidelities and the little side and all that other stuff. You just gonna have to train your nigga. Train his ass. You gotta drive right with hood niggas. That's number 3. What? 4, 3, whatever. That's facts. When you got a hood nigga in the car and you driving, you gotta drive right. You know, he could be on the run from some shit and he may have some drugs in the car. You ain't trying to get pulled with no drugs. Be smart. Be smart. Yeah. It's just a lot dealing with a hood nigga. Like,
okay, so I mean, once again, all the contradictions. I mean, there's so many things here. Let's start with her saying be smart. Let's start with the end. She said be smart. Says the person who's making an entire video, which I respect you for doing it, because a lot of women don't have the balls to come out and make a video like this. But you're coming out and making a video and saying be smart while dating a hood dude. Says the person who's talking about dating a hood dude. Now, while I do understand that all hood dudes are not the same, they do not all get into it for the same reason, but nonetheless, it's still the same lifestyle. And this is what baffles me. You have women who want men like this, who live these destructive lives and these dangerous lives, and then they get online and try to spread it to other girls, trying to influence other women and younger women to do the same thing. And you can say, well, no, she's not trying to influence anybody. She just, no, you don't understand. When you get online and you share a video onto the world talking about the benefits of why it is that you do certain things, that's toxic. You're spreading toxic information. I don't get it. I don't understand it, right? I don't understand it. And listen, I just have to say this, right? I just have to say this because we're going to bring up some stats real fast, right? These are single mother statistics. For those of you who don't know, let's look and see what the census says, right? According to the 2021 U.S. Census Bureau, 4 out of about 11 million single-parent families with children under the age of 18, nearly 80% were headed by single mothers. Let's get a little bit more specific. Okay. So there's 11 million single-parent families. Out of those 11 million, 80% are single mother families. Did you hear what I just said? 80% are single mother families. 23.4% are poor. 29% were jobless the entire year. Did you hear what I just said? The entire year. 27% were food insecure. Okay. You had 52% of these women that were never married. And let me also say, when a woman decides to get on camera and share information like this, or even if she didn't get on camera and share information like this, you have to understand that when you're saying that you want men like that, you are also accepting a lifestyle that is most times, more times than not, going to involve the father not being in the home. Because we all know what comes with the street lifestyle. We've been hearing this for years. It's either going to be jail at some point in time, whether it's a long time in jail or not. You're probably going to do some jail time at some point, or you're going to have your life taken from you, right? So when you get on here and you're saying things like this about the thrill and how exciting it is, a lot of these numbers that I'm talking about is kind of speaks to, and I just have to say this, what happens in the black community a lot of times. I'm calling a spade, because you have a lot of women in these inner cities, right? And the quote unquote hoods. And let's go ahead and just kill this narrative as well. When you're saying things like with the thrill, it is a stereotype and it is a myth to say that only regular guys are boring and only street guys are full of thrill, or hood guys are full of thrill. That's just not true. It's a lot of quote unquote regular guys who are very spontaneous, very fun and full of thrill. And it's like they stereotype all guys who don't live an illegal lifestyle. It's like they stereotype all guys who go to school. I take this personal because I love school, right? I will be classified as somebody who is completely opposite from the street. And it just kills me, because there's automatically an assumption that this person is boring. And just like you were saying, like she made the statement about all drug dealers are not getting money. Some of them are broke and living and sleeping on their friend's couch. Well, it works both ways, baby girl. There are many men out there who don't sell drugs who also have money. There are many men in this world who don't sell drugs that are full of thrill. It kills me, because when these guys that you're into go to jail or leave you for other women in the streets, or leave you to go to jail, or have their life taken from them and you're all alone, it's like, then you watch the last 40 women, then you watch your mom, but now you're doing the same thing and you're uplifting it. I don't get it. You had 22.4% who received unemployment benefits, right? Let's see. 35% of these numbers were black families. 35%. And for those of you who are not good with numbers, that's crazy. That's a crazy high number. 35%? Okay. Let's keep going. Compared to only 26% in white families. Let's see. 11% use food pantries. 62% receive food stamps. 62% receive food stamps. Okay? Now, why is this important? Didi, why are you saying this? This is important because when you have black women who get online and make videos like this that are toxic and not healthy, who is this helping? It's mindsets like this that leads to single parent homes. And then you're wondering why there's no good men. Look at the men you want to go after. Please explain that to me. You're sad when your son is doing the same thing that his dad was doing? It's a cycle. What are you talking about? These numbers coincide greatly with the nonsense and the buffoonery that she's talking about here. I don't get it. I just don't understand this. Man, like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.